Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafts by the Bow. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday at the moment. I didn't do any videos or any Facebook Lives or anything during December. I had a total rest for a month and I'm excited that during that month my new products came from the mini catalogue, which is this one, and the Abration catalogue, which is this one. And you can see that both of them are January starts. And for every $60 Canadian that you spend, you can choose something from here. And I'll show you what I chose from here a little bit later. But my products today are mainly from this catalogue. And I haven't bought full suites of things this year. I'm going to try something just a little bit different. I want to do some of my journaling. I make a lot of journals and I don't usually show those on my YouTube lives or on my Facebook, but this year I'm going to. And so I've bought a few things from the annual catalogue, a few from the mini catalogue and some from the freebies in the celebration. And I chose this one from the annual catalogue. I've been looking at this for a long time because when I make my journals, I often sew some of the inclusions, like the tags or maybe some of the pages. And I thought, because this is stitchery, I thought what I could do is I can make some journals where I don't actually sew them. I can use these stamps to make it look like it's been sewn. Now, I might do some in embossing, I might just do some in Memento ink, but I'm going to be using this set. And it's got, can you see how it's just a one long line, so I can do a repeating line quite easily. So that's my first thing. And with journals in mind, I also bought these. Let me just find some scissors, excuse me. I bought the new Decorative Masks. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for the rattling. Okay, so the new masks are flowers, and I've seen some beautiful samples already from demonstrators with these. And you can sponge or you can use the modelling paste, what do they call it, embossing paste. So I've bought new embossing paste because mine, I have a little bit left, but it's a bit dried up. So I thought, new year, new pot. And I've got some new palette knives. And so these, you can use the paste, you can sponge, you can use blends if you want to, lots of different ways. The pastels would look nice with this. And there are flowers. Oops, let's move that out of the way. Butterflies, more flowers, and I love these backgrounds. So they're almost like wallpapers when you look at them. So I'm going to be using those, and I'll use those in my journals as well. I'm not quite sure what else I'm going to be making. I will still, of course, be making all my cards and everything, but I'm not quite sure whether I'll do lots of folios and journals or whether it might just be things like tags and inclusions. So let's put those over there. And my first stamp set that I got is from the Flowering Fields set, and I only bought the stamps. I'm probably going to buy the dies later on. This suite actually has 2 sets of stamps and 2 sets of dies, and I just bought this one to start with, and it's a lovely photopolymer one, so you can easily line up the flowers and the leaves and everything. And I loved some of the sentiments. And these little brass butterflies, they go with it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking them up. They're just like a little adhesive, they've got a little glue dot on the back, little brushed brass butterflies. And so you can see this goes with my theme from the masks as well, because they've got the butterflies in. So that's one of my part of one of my sets. I haven't ordered the rest of it yet. I ordered this Flowing Flowers set. I loved like the watercolour look of these stamps. I thought they were going to be the Inspirations ones, but I can't see anything on that says they are. but I just loved these. And these would go in journals as well as on my cards and everything. And the next stamp set that I bought from the mini catalogue was this one. And this I thought was fantastic for journaling. You know how when you do make journals, you might use little receipts, like antique, vintage receipts and things. That's already on here. And like the little stamp mark on the flowers and like this little ticket. I thought that was just a great one for journaling. Okay, so they're my main stamp sets. I did also buy a couple of packs of Designer Series paper. And at the moment, I haven't got the rest of these sets. Let's open this up. There we go. So this one is called Heart and Home, and this is from a really big suite. It has 2 stamp sets and dies, so 2 sets of dies, an embossing folder, ribbon, the Memories and More cards and envelopes, Memories and More cards that you can make, you can use for journaling, you can make cards with them, the little doilies. But this paper, there were a couple of pieces that I just fell in love with. And I probably will buy the stamps later because one of the stamps has the little bees on. But at the moment, I didn't. Let's take it out so that you can see the other side. It's almost, they're all sort of wood grain like. But these have got a real vintage theme as well, like farmhouse kitchen kind of a theme. And more of a wood grain pattern. I loved this one. And again, wood. You don't have to keep this colour either. You can sponge over the top. You can use your little sponge daubers or the old sponges, or if you've got some of the old brayers, you can go over this and make it any colour you like. I loved this one. This was like, you know, the blue and white Delft pottery and the tiles that go with them. I thought this was just so pretty. I might actually have just bought this paper pack just for this one sheet. So, and again, wood grain on the back. A few more flowers. A bit more wood grain. And I don't know if you can see, it's not like a crisp image, it's almost like a textured image with the little dots in on the paper as well. Almost like a wallpaper. Again, more wood. And I think that's the full set, yeah. And the colours that these are in is this basic grey, cinnamon cider, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight and pale papaya. And I thought that might be some of the colours that I used for my little journals. And these are the doilies that go with them. Now, I like doilies as a feature piece, so that you might have this on the front of a card, and then maybe you'd put a label across, you know, with your sentiment on. So you just saw some of this. But you can always change the colour as well. You can always colour over those. But again, they're these same colours, this cinnamon cider and the grey and the misty moonlight. They're really good inside a journal as well. If you fold them in half, and then you can use them on your pockets, you can use them on your tags, you can use them between pages. So lots of variety for these. Let's pop that back. And then the only other thing in my main order were these polished dots, and they go with a different Designer Series paper, which I'm just trying to see. Oh, here it is. It's still in the box. Okay, they go with this one, which is, let me think, Symbols of Fortune. And it's Symbols of Fortune speciality paper. Speciality papers mean that they've got like a gold or silver highlight in them. They might just have those highlights on one side. It's not on every side. But I really liked this. I just love the subtlety of it. and these were the dots that go with it. It says polished dots, and they're different sizes, and they haven't got inclusions. They're just clear, but they're so pretty. I love those two. And then this Symbols of Fortune set, it also has stamps and dies and ribbon and a mother of pearl speciality paper as well. But this is just my absolute favourite. I can see that I'm going to be making a journal with these. And the stamp set and the dies actually have this crane on them. So that's one that you can stamp as well and die cut out. Isn't that pretty? I can just see that as a wallpaper. I loved this. I thought that one's a great one for masculine cards. Let's turn over. And then one of the stamp sets that I've shown you, they don't go with these papers, but I thought really some of these flowers, they would match in really nicely. And that's one thing about Stampin' Up, lots of things will coordinate with each other. You don't have to just get one whole suite and that's all you can use. But, oh, let's turn this over. This, I love this side. Oh, so pretty. I know it's not the foiled side, but I must admit I love that one. And these just with the gold in. I love the subtle colours as well. Okay, so that was all of my main order, and I spent enough that I could choose. Oh, I've still got some more in the box. I got some white fraying ribbon. It's quite wide, but it's like the pink ribbon that we had coming up to Christmas. And there's 5 yards on it, but there is a mistake in the catalogue. It says there are 10 yards, and actually it's only 5 yards. So, but I'm liking that. And you can colour this, of course, as well. You can use your blends. You can drop some ink refill in water. You could spray it with cold tea. You can make it lots of different colours. And then there was also this cotton ribbon set, and I can't remember which suite this was with. But it's a Misty Moonlight and looks like Blushing Bride maybe. Doesn't say on here. I think it does. But it's a narrower ribbon, but very pretty. Okay, so then because of my order, I was able to choose 4 items. My order was, I think, $250. I usually go up to the $200 so that I can get the stamping rewards, the 10% extra in stamping rewards, and that's what I was buying my ribbons with. But I could choose 4 things from here. Now, I chose Designer Series paper. I chose the Daffodil Designer Series paper because when I place my next big order, I think I will be getting the Daffodil set, the dies and the stamps. So I thought, well, I'd get the paper now. And sometimes these kind of papers sell out fast, or some of the stamps will sell fast. And I didn't want to miss this, even though I wasn't getting the stamps at this time. Beautiful backgrounds. And pretty, very pretty. Oh, I love the smell. As I just opened the packet and you can smell the new paper, it's so nice. Okay. So it's really nice. And for a free Designer Series paper, that's good. Oh, that's a nice one. A bit like one of the ones where we had, you know, where you just cut down and you use this as a whole front for your card, and you've still got a little bit of the white where you can stamp a sentiment or something. That's pretty, really versatile, that one. Let's pop that back in. So that's one of my freebies. And then I bought, well, no, I didn't buy. I selected this little set, which is Sunshine and Rainbows. And it also coordinates with something in the mini catalogue. There's a set with stamps and dies that are rainbows. And this little paper matches it, but I don't think you have to have the dies or the stamps to use it, because you know it's got great backgrounds, and something like this that you can put on a card just to make it look happy. You know, you don't have to have the matching stamps, you can just do a sentiment. So what have we got? 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 of each piece. Pretty fun colours as well. Oh, this is nice. Nice for you know, backgrounds and things. Same here with this soft seafoam colour. Little rainbows. These would be really good making things for my preschool children. Like my thank you cards and things. They will like these. Oh, that's a nice one with the stripes. Let's see what's on the other side. Dots. More little stripes, lots of different colours. Very pretty. Well, the little hearts as well. See, you don't have to have the set that goes with them. This would coordinate with lots of other things as well. That's pretty. Very nice. And then the last item I bought, instead of buying an item that was 60, like level one item for $60, I bought one of the ones where you had to have spent $120 and it came as 2 things in a pack. And I got this stamp set because I liked this size of these sentiments, and I thought these would be great for colouring in, and the matching paper. So I have quite a lot of paper this time, but you know how much I love paper. So, and I do make a lot of cards where the designer series paper is sort of the star of the show. Pretty colours. So, oh, that's nice. I think we had pillowcases like that as a child, and sheets on flannelette. It looked just like that. So, very nice. And you can leave these just plain, but some of these would be lovely to colour in. Pretty colours. Very nice. That one would be so pretty to colour in. You can leave it plain as well, but I can just imagine these little flowers all sponged. It's pretty. So, very nice. So, I'm really pleased with my little haul. And I'm excited to show you some of the other things that I'm going to be making. So watch out for my new things. As I said, there will be cards and still 3D projects and things, but I will be popping in the occasional journal or like a little traveller's notebook, maybe some tags, lots of other different little things that you can use. So thanks for joining me while I just showed you my tiny little order. I hope there's going to be a new order very soon. So I'll see you all again really soon, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.